morning, Basham PT. So this is going to be a short vinyasa flow meant to energize you. So we're gonna go right ahead and get started. I know usually I have you guys seated and we start with meditation, but since this is such a short, quick class, we're gonna go ahead and get right in it, okay? So let's make our way to all fours. So hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. Cat-cow, inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, lift the seat. Exhale, press the floor away, tuck the tailbone, pull the belly to the spine and let the head go. Inhale through cow pose. Exhale through cat. So as you begin to connect breath with movement, start to let go of any outside thoughts. Bring the awareness to the breath and bring the awareness to your body. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale through cow pose. Exhale through cat pose. And now let's add down dog to the movement. So tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. On your breath out, lower the knees. Inhale, drop the belly, coming through cow pose. Exhale, press the floor away, coming through cat. Inhale through a neutral spine, gaze to the edge of the mat. Exhale, down dog. Inhale in your dog. Exhale, knees down. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, down dog. Good. Now just hold your dog here. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. I want you to spread the fingers. Press the fingers down into the mat like you're gripping the mat, especially with your thumb and your forefinger. Your biceps are right by your ears, and you could feel as if you're hugging a block in between your arms. Your hips are high. There can be a soft bend in the knees. And with the balls of the feet, you're really pressing down and pulling the back half of the mat back. 2 more breaths here. Set your gaze in between your heels and hold that steady. Then inhale, float out to a high plank. So you should be able to float from high plank to down dog without much movement of the hands and the feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. 1 more time, inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Now inhale, take your right leg high. So my right hip is square, all 5 toes are pointing down. With my hands, I'm really pressing the mat away and my hips are lifted. Now as I exhale, I'm gonna pull my heel to my seat. I want to really squeeze the hamstring. And then I'm gonna pull my knee to my nose and float forward onto the left toes. This is how I'm creating space for my right foot to step up. So I'm shifting forward onto the tip toes of my left foot. I'm lifting up through the arms like I've got cat spine, right? Lifting up through that knee, and then I step the right foot forward. You can always drop the left knee if you need to, but I'm trying to teach you how to make that step forward without dropping the left knee. So hold this runner's lunge here. So I'm pressing down with my feet. I'm squeezing my inner thighs. My fingertips are tented on the mat, and I have a long spine with the gaze forward. Full breath in, full breath out. Now drop that left knee, sit your seat back towards the left heel, And then find a half split pose to open up the hamstring. Flex the right foot. If you have blocks, it might feel comfortable to place your hands on blocks. And I keep a nice long spine, gaze forward. Now shift back forward, plant your hands, and step the right foot back to plank. Lower the knees. Keep the hips in line with the elbows. We're going to move through chaturanga. Lift the chest, keep your gaze lifted, and I want you to reach the chest forward as you lower down to the mat. Flip to the tops of the feet, press the toes down into the mat, activate the legs, hands directly underneath the elbows, and then inhale, lift up to either baby cobra or cobra, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Moving to the other side, left leg lifts, square off that hip, pull the heel to the seat and squeeze, make that nice and tight. Then pull the knee to the nose, shift forward to high plank. Come forward onto the tiptoe of that right foot. Press the floor away, lift the knee up high, and step the left foot through. Left foot lands right by the left thumb. Long runner's lunge here with a long spine, gaze forward, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, drop the right knee, seat back towards the right heel, lift the left toes up. Full breath in, full breath out. Shift back forward, plant the hands, tuck the back toes, step back to plank, lower the knees for chaturanga, turn the elbow creases forward, lift the chest, lower down halfway, all the way down. Flip to the tops of the feet, inhale, lift up to cobra pose. Exhale, down dog. So you should be nice and warm now. We're gonna get right into it. Full breath in, bend the knees, look up at the hands. On the exhale, you can step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, take a long spine, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to the top of the mat. Extended mountain pose, so arms lift. My legs are active. Exhale, hands to heart center. Since this is a morning practice, I want you to close your eyes here. Bring awareness to the breath. And then I want you to set an intention for your day, for your week. What is it that you're working on off the mat that you can bring on the mat? For me, it's patience and really sitting with difficult emotions. I'm alone this week with my kids, so sitting with the uncomfortable feeling of being on my own, of having a lot to do. And I work through that on my mat. I can be in difficult positions in my mat, and it shows me that I can get through it just by breathing, just by taking one step at a time. Let's go. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. We'll take one sun salutation. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale in your plank pose. Prepare. If you're going to keep the knees lifted, shift forward onto the tiptoes. Lift the chest and the heart. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, flip to the tops of the toes. You're going to lift up into either up dog or cobra. Then exhale, down dog. Full breath in here. Full breath out. Now inhale, lift the heels high, come high onto the tiptoes. And then exhale, either jump or walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way back up, extended mountain pose. And then exhale, sit into chair. So sit nice and low. Your knees are shifting back so they're not beyond your toes. Your hip creases are lifted, so your tailbone is long, and your ribs are pulled down, so I've got that core connection. Arms are right in line with my ears. Full breath in. On my exhale, maybe I sit a little bit deeper. Then bring your hands to heart center, and you're gonna shift the weight onto the left foot. Lift the right knee up and start to come to standing on that left foot. Right knee is at 90 degrees, so you bring the knee in line with the hip and the ankle is directly underneath the knee. I'm gonna take a breath in here to prepare. On my breath out, I'm gonna press my right foot back, hinge my upper body forward, and come to warrior two, or warrior three. So hold steady here, turn that pinky toe down so your hip is square. And I want you to think of like up dog or cobra pose with your upper body, so your upper chest is lifted. Now slightly bend the left knee and lower that right foot down to the mat so you're now in a high lunge. So my feet are on railroad tracks. They're not on a balance beam. They're hip distance apart. I lift my arms up for my high lunge. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, lift up, so lift the chest up and back. Then exhale, plant the hands. Step that left foot back, but lift it all the way up so you have the left leg lifted in a one-legged down dog. Inhale here, then exhale, pull the knee to the nose, so squeeze that heel to the seat, squeezing the hamstring, knee to the nose, shoulders over the wrists, and then kick that foot back up. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose, full plank. Inhale, lift the leg back up. This time we're going to step it all the way through. Exhale, heel to the seat, knee to the nose, step the left foot up. Good. So from here we're going to inhale, rise up to our high lunge. And then we're going to bring the hands to the heart center. You're going to shift your weight into this left foot and bring the right knee back up to 90 degrees where we started. Full breath in, full breath out. Lower the right knee, shake it out. We're going to move to the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, chair pose. So 2 breaths in your chair, full breath in, full breath out. Inhale. Exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Then put the weight into the right foot, lift the left knee 90 degrees. Good, so I'm all the way up to standing. I've got my knee in line with my hip, my ankle underneath the knee, hands to heart center. Inhale here to prepare. Exhale, press that left foot back to warrior three. Back foot is square to the ground, chest is lifted, so I'm really activating through the glute and the hamstring here. And then I'm going to slowly bend into the right knee and softly land the left foot back into a high lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Good. Hold this high lunge here. Make sure your legs are active. Then inhale, lift up and back, maybe taking a little back bend. Exhale, plant the hands down. I'm going to shoot my right foot all the way up and back into one-legged down dog. Inhale. Exhale, shift forward to high plank with the knee to the nose. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. This time we're going to step the right foot forward. Good. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Hands to heart center, exhale. Take an inhale to prepare. Now remember, from here, I'm shifting my weight into that front foot. And then I'm going to lift the left leg up to 90 degrees crane pose. Good. Inhale here. Embrace the shake. Exhale, release the foot down. Nice work. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Then exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank pose. Lower the knees, bring the seat back to the heels, and pause in child pose. Forehead down to the knees, or forehead down to the mat. Take one breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Then tuck the toes, lift the hips back up to downward facing dog. Take one breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Then bend the knees, look up at the hands, walk the feet forward, and lower your seat down to the mat. We're going to move into bridge pose. So the heels are close to your seat. I lie my upper body all the way back. A usual guide is to make sure you can touch the back of your heels with your fingertips. And then I like my feet hip distance or maybe a little bit wider than hip distance, and I lower my head down to the mat. My hands, triceps, shoulders pressing down. I'm going to drive through the heels, lift the hips up to bridge pose. Good. So pause in bridge pose. To activate this a little bit more, I'm going to press the heels down, and then without actually moving them, I want to feel as if I could pull my heels towards my seat. So I'm pressing down and pulling in. So everything backside should be engaged. And then I'm going to, on my next inhale, lower my hips down but not actually touch the mat. On the exhale, lift the hips back up. So connecting breath to movement, let's do this 10 times. Inhale, lower the hips. Exhale, drive them up. So opening the front side of the body, strengthening the back side of the body. Inhale, lower. Exhale, drive the heels, lift the hips up. Good, 6 more times. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good, 4 more. Lower down. Drive through the heels, lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift it up. Last one. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Good. Now lower down. Articulate the spine nice and slow on the way down. So upper spine, middle spine, lower spine hits the mat. I'm going to hug both knees into my chest and give myself a nice tight hug. And then I'm going to grab behind my thighs, tuck my chin up to my chest. Inhale as I rock back. Exhale as I rock up like a little tight ball. And then come all the way up to seated. Extend my legs long on the mat, flex the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach the hands to the outsides of the feet. You could bend your knees as much as you need to in order to grab hold of the outside of the feet. Pull the chest forward as you inhale. As you exhale, tuck the chin, fold yourself in half. Begin to turn inward. Remind yourself of the intention that you set in the beginning of practice. Maybe take a minute to check in. Notice anything that's changed since the beginning of your practice. Next inhale, reach the fingers past the toes and rise up. And then exhale, hands down by your sides. Simple twist, right leg crosses over the left. Right hand to the base of the spine. Left hand reaches around, hugs the knees into the chest. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist over towards the right. Inhale, back through center. Reach the right leg long, pull the left knee in, cross the left leg over the right. Left hand at the base of the spine, right hand hugs the left knee towards your chest. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist up and over towards the left. Then inhale back through center. Release the left leg long. Come back to a cross-legged seat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Namaste. I hope to see you Wednesday night for our evening flow at 7:30 p.m. Bye bye, everyone.